The Metropolitan Museum of Art's first Native American curator has had her credentials challenged by indigenous campaigners. Patricia Marroquin Norby, 53, won praise in 2020 after being hired by the famed museum, with the Met saying she was chosen after a long and competitive search. She described herself as being proudly Apache, and the appointment was lauded by the museum. But Native American groups say her roots are made up. One furious critic said, "She is definitely not Native American." The Met has weighed in, insisting that she is telling the truth because she is a descendant of the Purepacha peoples. But the tribe, rooted in Mexico and parts of Texas, is not among the 574 officially recognized as being Native American. Norby took to social media this week to slam the allegations against her, claiming she is being targeted by a group of Native American women trying to cancel her. She denied the questioning of her roots and said she is proud of her Purepacha and Nde family roots from Mexico, northern Mexico, and Texas. "I am not going to hide my identity or family history in shame," she added. She has claimed in numerous interviews and promotional work for the Met that she is of Purepacha descent, which is not officially recognized by the U.S. Department of the Interior's Indian Affairs Division. A spokesperson for the Met also insisted that Patricia Marroquin Norby is of Purepacha descent and also descends from indigenous communities in what is now Texas. But campaigners say that she does not have a legitimate claim to be a Native American. Kathy Griffin, a member of the Cherokee Nation who compiled a genealogy of Marroquin Norby's family, "With all of the Native American scholars out there, we really wonder why the museum chose Patricia, who is definitely not Native American." Griffin alleged that in her analysis of her genealogy, there was no evidence that any of her direct ancestors were enrolled members of an officially designated tribe. "It's genocide again of Native Americans," she said. "Now white people's descendants are colonizing us again by claiming to be us." A member of the Purepacha tribe added to the outlet that the Met curator wants to be the only Indian in the room, and that doesn't serve the community. "It's the first time that someone claiming to be part of our community has behaved this way," they said. Jacqueline Keeler, a Native American activist and writer, also branded her a pretendian, a person who falsely claims to have indigenous roots. "With pretendians, we've noticed a lot of red flags," she said. "One of those is shifting of Native identities. You can see that with Marroquin Norby and her shifting claims."
Another one.
The United States Department of Transportation is calling for a nationwide review of all companies participating in its minority contracting program that claim to be Native American, following an investigation by the Los Angeles Times that revealed that many of the participating companies do not belong to any recognized Native American tribes. One of the government contracts in question was awarded to the brother-in-law of then House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy. The brother-in-law, William Wages, claimed to be a member of the Northern Cherokee Nation, which is not federally recognized tribe. Birth and census records dating back to 1850 show no Cherokee among Wages' ancestors. Meanwhile, the House Small Business Committee announced it will also be scrutinizing the claims of various companies to Native American heritage and other authorities. Several states were already looking into the matter. The announcements come after a June investigation by the Los Angeles Times, in which the paper discovered numerous instances of company heads using unidentified claims of Native American ancestry to obtain government funding set aside for minority contractors. Total funding for these contractors amounted to over $300 million. 6 states have already begun stripping certain companies of their minority status after it was found that the company owner asserted membership in one of 3 Cherokee tribes that are not recognized by the government and which recognized Cherokee tribes considered fraudulent. Quote, "Government contracts are a powerful tool for spurring economic growth and job creation, and any abuse of programs intended to level the playing field for traditionally underserved populations is completely unacceptable." So I wanted to showcase the second story in order to lay down the groundwork to prove that this is something that consistently happens time after time, year after year. where you have quote unquote true Americans who have all of the privileges, all of the rights in the United States, all of the laws, the rules and regulations, all of the money, still need even more money because of greed. Now, no, these are people that have already established businesses, right? They have people that they're paying for. They more than likely even have family that work directly for them. They probably maybe even have other government contracts, but they're like, you know what? We need to double dip. Let's go back. Let's rethink this for a minute, and let's see if we can, maybe find some loopholes and claim some type of ancestry here and there so that we can get some extra money and we can slack off on a job, and then we can keep the greater majority of the money, and we can do whatever it is that we want to do at the end of the day. So I guess the main thing that I'm learning at this moment in time is that the American dream is about stealing. It's about lying. It's about fabricating. It's about taking whatever it is that you want by any means necessary, even if that means that you have to assume another group of people's identity. Isn't that something? But I could have sworn that the exact same people that we're hearing here, they've stated that quote unquote black people, they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps, right? They need to stop looking for handouts. They need to stop lying. They need to actually, get up off of their hands and do something instead of having other people do it for them. But I'm looking at people who already have things established and they're begging, asking, stealing, fabricating for handouts of which they don't need. They're literally taking not only from the original people, right? They're also taking from the government as well. Look at all of that stealing that's going on. $300 million worth of contracts. And you have people out here that have their own established businesses that need to lie. Even in the article that I read off to you, they stated that somebody within the government, one of their family members, decided to lie about their ancestry in order to do whatnot or whatever it is that they did. Crazy, isn't it? And then you have Native American tribes who actually did genealogy test and went through records, and they were like, hey, you know what, this woman here, we can't find any record of her. It doesn't look like she even belongs to anybody at all. So what is she talking about, and how is it possible that she was able to claim something that she's not, just so that she can solely be the only quote-unquote Native American in the room? And we all know that even if she is faking it to lie to get this position, she's still, even with this fakery, not even helping out the people that she is even claiming to be a part of. Look at that. Which would mean that this person is doing it for their own selfish gain and greed. Sounds pretty American, wouldn't you say? Sounds pretty European, wouldn't you say? Amazing. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I listed in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.